There's a lot going on in and around Omaha, and there's one great place to keep track of it all, Metro Quarterly.
It's our first Metro connection of the new year and a milestone year for the magazine.
Publisher Andee Hoig is in this morning. Good morning, Andee.
Hi.
Hi.
Like, this is your Diamond Jubilee? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
25 years?
Diamond Jubilee.
Does it feel like 25 years?
You know what? It does and it doesn't. It's crazy. You know, like I said, I was looking at some of the older issues. I mean, from 1991 over the New Year's weekend, and wow, it's just it's mind blowing. Okay, so here this was the first issue of Metro Monthly. It was February 1991. I took that picture. I think I was 23, maybe.
Who are the people in the
So that. The gentleman, that's Terry Ferguson, I believe, and then that's Pam Carter, and she's actually passed away, but she was very well known in the music and the performance scene. But that's when, and this is Jocelyn Art Museum, so this was their Mardi Gras gala that they had every February.
And what year was this?
1991.
That was 91. Okay.
Okay, this is 96.
So this is significant because in 1996 I actually bought Metro Monthly. My father, Bob Hoig, Midland's Business Journal, started it. I bought it from him in 1996 and went out on my own with it. So that was a significant cover there.
And then 2 years later.
So 2 years later, I showed this one because this is when I decided to put color.
Yes, right, because I'm
color
looking
on the cover. It was always black and white, so I decided to put color. So this was the Community Playhouse 10th Annual Gala. I mean, isn't that just vibrant? I mean, I was so excited when this came out.
Well, I'm sure. I don't think you have any black and white pictures in your magazine.
No,
rarely anymore, do you?
And then this is significant. This is 2006. So this is when we went from Metro Monthly, changed the name to Metro Magazine. I started ALH Publications, which then included, you know, the website. It evolved. At some point, yeah, it just started to really evolve. It went down to a magazine size. It was gloss. So this was a significant year as well.
Prior to that, it was more of a newspaper.
It was
style.
newspaper. Yeah. It was a newspaper. So.
It's so cool to just look back on this and 25 years, but I mean, when you see the photos and the write-ups, it puts it into context so much better than your own imagination could. Over the years, you've done some, I mean, this is about the readers and about the community. That's why you do it. But you, my friend, have also been involved in some antics and some crazy things in the name of charity.
Some crazy things. So these are all events that we've actually covered, but here are probably the most significant and the craziest one is when I rappelled down the Woodman Tower.
Yeah, you're crazy.
That was
only, what, 3 or 4 years ago?
That was about 5 years ago, I think.
Long?
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was for the Boy Scouts?
Yes, it was for the Boy Scouts. That was an experience. I've done the high heel dash for Junior League, the dunk tank for Omaha Home for Boys. Down there's the red high heel dash for Heart Association, Humane Society, where I'm looking like Elton John. I was judging that day, and then up in the corner, I think I was at the By the Big O show, but just kind of, you know, I like to switch it up, but these were all, you know, in the name of charity and raising funds for charity.
And charity is really the foundation
Yeah.
of your magazine. Well, is that what you set out to do when you took it over 20 years ago? I guess, what has been the mission and the goal of
the goal,
Metro
ever from when it started in 1991, it truly was covering and being that messenger and voice of the philanthropic community. So, you know, here's just an example, and these are, so many of these organizations didn't even exist back in 1991, but we really have been committed to connecting the community to nonprofits for the last 25 years. That's been our mission, and that has never gone away. And I think it's even stronger now than it was back then.
I'm glad to see Youth Emergency Services on that. I know our next guest is happy to see that too.
It is amazing because on this show we see that. I mean, we work with charities and nonprofits all the time. How have you seen that evolve over when people? You talk about the good things that other human beings are doing out there. This is a perfect example.
It is, and I mean, back in 1991, I mean, there wasn't shows like this. There wasn't a lot of people out doing things like publicly. I mean, we were covering things, but honestly, we were kind of it back then. And as things have evolved, I mean, it is so important, and there's so much more people wanting to give back and get involved in the community. I always say back in 1991, we covered about 85 charity events, and that was kind of the norm. And now we get requests for over 500.
Wow.
So it just shows you how this community has grown in the scope of the the nonprofits itself, and then those wanting to get involved.
Just terrific. So you're connected to charities, but also a number of businesses. And I know there's a coffee shop that's something you really admire what they're doing. And it connects back to our giveaway today.
It does. So this is, we gave this away about a month ago. It's been a month since I've been here. But Karma Coffee, I wanted to do it one more time because it's so cold and chilly out there. But this is a locally owned coffee shop, Karma Coffee. They have a great story behind them. So we're giving away 4 $25 gift certificates. Again, the keyword is Karma, January 15th. They're out on 156th and Dodge. Register and then go out and visit them. And it's such a great little place.
Yeah.
Makes you feel all warm and fuzzy.
You've got a week to register for that.
Yep.
SpiritofOmaha.com is your website. Andee, when people say,
Omaha.
what has this world come to? There's a lot of crazy people out there. Think about all the nonprofits and the charitable organizations doing great work. We've got another one coming up here after your visit with you. So
good to see you.
Good work.
And
Thank you.
A great 2016.
Thank you so
we'll see
much.
you again in a few weeks.
Thanks.
Thanks, Andee.
All right, they call it